Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy. For my first video, I was a little bit unsure of how to get started, so I figured that the best thing I can do is just quickly explain who I am, why I decided to start a channel, and then also kind of show you a couple of my favorite plants right now. So to start off, like most people, I had a very rough 2020. My life kind of fell apart. So I'm a big proponent of therapy. I think that it's beneficial to most people and that there's no shame in it. And I was working with a therapist and she kind of suggested that maybe I should get a couple houseplants. I went from living in the country on 2 acres of property, surrounded by forests and wildlife and greenery, to a 2-bedroom basement apartment in the city with no yard access. So she kind of said, you know what, grow lights are cheap, even if you have to get a grow light. She said, I really think that you would benefit from some green in your life. I feel like you're missing that. And I said, sure. And because I am who I am, I take it to the next level. So I was always somebody growing up who had a black thumb. I killed everything. I wanted so hard to be a plant mom. Like when I first got my house back in 2010 and moved out on my own, I really wanted to have plants surrounding me. And I killed everything except for spider plants and one heartleaf philodendron. And when I kind of got on this plant journey again in, I think it was early 2021, I realized that if you figure out what plants need and give it to them, then they do better. It's weird. I used to basically, even though I had the best intentions in the world, I would go from extreme neglect to grade 3 smothering. And I would water them every couple days, and then I would go 2 months, and then I would water them every couple days. It was me. So I decided to go into this, with my whole heart and learn as best I can to take care of my plants in the ways that they need me to take care of them. So that's me, and that's kind of why I got into my plant journey. And I am just so excited about plants, but nobody in my real life is really that interested in houseplants. So I really have no one to talk to about it. And it's nice to watch other YouTube channels, but I kind of thought I would really like to have somewhere that I can go back and look and say, that's what my collection looked like at that point in time, and here's what it looks like today. And I'd like to have somewhere I can document all of my plants and how they're doing and how they're growing. And I kind of figured, you know what, even if I only reach like 5 other people, that would be wonderful. So to get started with my favorite plants, current favorite plants, right now, I want to introduce you to Evelyn, and she is my Monstera albo, and she is putting out the most gorgeous leaves. I just started getting fenestrations on the last leaf. I'm kind of hoping we've got a new one. I don't know if we can see. We have a new one coming in now, and I'm super excited about that one. I'm going to try and wait until these aerial roots get a little bit longer, and I'm going to try and shove them back in the pot. But I name all of my plants like names. So this is Evelyn, and she's doing great. I bought her as a single variegated fenestrated leaf coming out from here. It was just one leaf, a rooted leaf, and she's doing great. So she put out this one, no, sorry. So she did put out this one first right away, and then this one, and then this one, and then this beautiful one. So she's doing very well. I'm so excited about her progress. Then I bought a Thai constellation, and you'll notice a theme here. All of the plants I'm most excited about right now are all just starting to give me fenestrations. So I got this as a Thai constellation. This is Iris, and when I first got her, I think she had this leaf, and this leaf. So in my care, she has put out this one, which was nothing to write home about, and then this one, which was super exciting because I was like, oh my goodness, that was my this one. She put out this one, and I was like, oh my goodness, fenestration. And then this one came, which was open. So this is my last one, and it's, again, beautiful. I'm so excited about that. And then while we're on Monstera, I might as well show you my last Monstera. And this is Lillian, and she is living her best life. So I had this one, I think I got her from Plantsome, and she came as a pretty small plant. She really wasn't very big. And so this was my first leaf ever that had a fenestration, and it was beautiful. And I was so excited. I was like, oh, she's putting out a fenestration. And then literally the other two within a week had fenestrations too. So this was the first leaf ever with a fenestration. And then she gave me this one, which is beautiful. And look how big she's sizing up. And then I got this one. Look at how big she's sizing up. Like, this leaf is bigger than my head, and she's like a little plant. I have all these guys in like a very, I'm kind of worried about root rot. So I have them all in like orchid pots with a very chunky mix. So I don't know how well it'll go long term, but for now they seem to be enjoying life. Evelyn was worrying me that I thought she was giving me getting root rot. Her roots were starting to show a little bit dark, and I was like, oh no. So I'm really going to keep an eye on her. And then, so right now I'm very much into variegated plants. So my 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess my fourth favorite, although I actually think this is probably my number one. I don't have very many duplicates. I usually only have one plant of each kind, but I have maybe 4 duplicates. So this is my Alocasia Fryedeck variegated, and this one is Elise, and this one is Josephine, and they are beautiful. This leaf is starting to go a little bit brown, but oh my goodness, look how pretty that is. I'm so excited. And then I have, this is Josephine, and she's putting out beautiful leaves. Like this one, oh my goodness, I love it so much. She is just gorgeous. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my other favorite, this is another plant that I have duplicates of, mostly because I bought one. This is my Pilia Moon Valley, and I'm going to put some close-up shots. I don't know if I can get it to focus. I'm going to put some close-up shots of the leaves because they are wicked. Yeah, it's not going to do it. It's not going to focus. So this is my Moon Valley Pilia. This one is Mildred. And I love these so much. They've got like the most beautiful textured leaves on them, and they come out so burgundy and like tight, and then they open up into this. I just love these so much. So I had one, and it was my fault. I almost killed it. So I can't remember was it underwatering? I think I underwatered it, and I almost killed it. So I panic bought 2 more because I was like, oh no, if I'm gonna maybe kill this, I love this plant so much, so I don't want to kill it. So I was like, I need to get a new one. And so then this is my original one. So yes, I was underwatering it. So I thought, you know what, in order to try and fix that, I was like, I'm gonna take a risk, and I'm gonna put it in a way bigger pot than I think it should be in. Like, I'm gonna overpot it. But then I also put it in terracotta to hopefully, you know, ease up on some of the fears of like completely overwatering it. And she's bounced back in a good way. Like, she's looking beautiful. I almost killed it. So, and this is one of my favorite plants in my whole collection. So I was like, okay, I have to pay more attention to her and make sure that I'm giving her what she needs. So even though I overpotted or put her in a way bigger pot than I think she should be in, she seems to be doing well. And then here's my third one. So I did buy these online. I can't remember where I got my first one, but this is one of the plants that I have a hard time finding all the time. And I think the other 2 that I did buy were Cactus on Linia. I'm in Canada, so that's where, so I don't have as many options to buy plants online. And even in big box stores, like I look at all my friends in the States and I'm like, man, you guys have such good selections. So anyway, so this is my favorite plants. This one was Dolores. So those are a couple, I think that's like my top. Oh no, sorry. My last favorite is my Hoya linearis. I love her. I got her off Etsy and she came to me as like one or like a couple sticks that were just like a couple sections long, and within like a year she's loving life. I can't believe it. So I keep chopping her off because she's like, now she's dragging on the ground. So I keep chopping off the ends, propagating them in water, and then sticking them back in the pot as soon as they get too long. And that seems to be working out because they are just going nuts. I love my Hoya linearis. It's so different from anything I've seen like growing up. I know I've just chopped a couple more and they're, oh, wait for the light to get back. So I've got a couple right there and I have to chop, I think I've got like 3 more that I have to chop right now. So that is a couple of my current favorite plants, and I want to thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.